Hey everybody, Luigi Ontiveros back again with part 2 of our Chainbreaker 7-day mini series. And today we're gonna talk about the one thing that you need to focus on in order to make 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, whatever $1,000 within the next 30 to 45 days. Okay, and I know it sounds crazy and ridiculous. I first thought that's how it sounded. The way I got started is I heard a guy online basically telling me, hey, this is how you can make $5,000, $10,000 within the next 30 days, and this is what you have to do. My hope is that one day you will be able to be teaching other people how they can change their lives with the power of real estate. So I'm going to tell you the one thing that you need to focus on in order to achieve making that first check, making that first deal, and we're going to call it the Chainbreaker deal. That first one deal which changes your whole situation, changes your life if you let it. Obviously it'll change your financial situation, but with that comes more responsibility, and that's when you can really start putting at work the principles in your personal life that will change your direction in life forever. In my case, it was $13,000. That was my first check ever. It might not sound like a lot of money to you, it might sound like a ton of money. It was the world of money to me in those days, and that 13,000 just started to multiply itself every single month after that. In this current market, you need to find a motivated seller or a reasonable seller that's willing to sell you their property at a discount so that you can then turn around, sell that property and make a profit. Now that's what I would do if I were to start all over again, if I was basically everything was deleted in my life and I started from zero and I needed to make money in order to provide for my family. The first thing I would do is I would go out and I would start finding a motivated seller via marketing. We'll talk about marketing and how to find those motivated sellers here in a little bit. Right now, I just want to let you know that this is the one thing that you need to focus on. You don't need to worry about your website. You don't need to worry about your phone number or does it look pretty or your logo or none of that stuff. All that stuff doesn't really matter. So the one thing, a motivated seller. First of all, I want to explain a little bit really quickly what wholesaling is. Now, you obviously see my beautiful art here. Now, some of you might already know what this is, so you might just skip forward to this part. But for all of you guys that don't know what real estate wholesaling is, I'm gonna explain it to you very quickly. It's very simple. Okay, it's simple, it's not easy. So, number one, it starts with, here's you, and it starts with a seller and a cash buyer. It involves 3 parties. You start marketing, okay, and like I said, we're gonna talk about it in the next video, but via direct mail, via commercials, whatever it is. So you get a seller, you find a motivated seller, and this motivated seller is then going to get a contract with you. You're gonna make an offer to that seller and you're gonna put that property under contract. Let's just say this house is worth $200,000, okay? You're gonna make him an offer for $100,000 and he's gonna accept. You're gonna put the property under contract for $100,000 with the seller. Then you're gonna market for a cash buyer. Okay, you need somebody, let's just assume you have no money, no credit, no nothing. You just have this little piece of paper that gives you equitable interest in that property so that you can then turn around and market it and sell it to another buyer. So now you have a contract. So now here you are again, you have a contract with the seller, 30-day close, some type of inspection period. Inspection period is what allows you to back out in case things go south. Let's just say you find that cash buyer, and this cash buyer wants to buy the house for $110,000, okay? So then you sign a second contract for $110,000 with this buyer right here, okay? So now you have a contract number 1 at $100,000 with the seller, contract number 2 with the buyer at $110,000. Then you take it to escrow. The buyer sends in the $110,000. You get the 10. The seller gets 100, and everybody's happy. And the buyer gets the house. He's smiling, you're smiling, and the seller's smiling. Everybody's happy, and you impacted the seller's life. You have made the cash buyer very happy because he's gonna make some money when he flips that property or holds it. And it's a win all around. So you're definitely going out and helping people out, which is one of the most important things. Very important thing that that changed my life. honestly, and it's bringing value to homeowners, okay? So you want to make sure that you're bringing as much value as possible to the homeowners. And how do you do that? I mean, the way we do it is we go above and beyond. We separate ourselves from the competition by doing this. We find out what the true need really is. Maybe they need to move, they don't have the physical ability to do that. We hire a company, get them moved, they don't have to lift a finger. Just little things like that that you can just really add value to the situation. And again, you got to remember the law of compensation. Your income is in direct proportion to the amount of people that you help. When I learned that, wow, that changed my life, okay? So I want to help as many sellers, as many cash buyers, as many title people as possible so that I can have a bigger impact and a bigger income, obviously. Here's one thing that I really want to drive home. Right now, if you're getting started, if you already have a business that's running and everything, then that's fantastic. We're gonna get into some more advanced techniques here in a little bit. But if you're just starting, I don't want you to focus, like I said, on the websites and the logos and all that. You just wanna focus on one thing, which is finding that motivated seller. Because that means your first check. So you wanna focus on that first check. Don't worry about who you're gonna hire later on, how you're gonna automate the business. Worry on closing your first deal. So in the next video, guys, we're gonna talk about how to find these motivated sellers. Okay, now we know what to focus on. Next video, we're gonna talk about how to find them. So I hope this video helps. If you liked it, please go ahead and share with your friends. I'm glad you're here, guys. I hope you get a lot of value out of these videos and you really start taking action. I'm giving you these bite-sized little action things so that you can just go out and start taking action. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.